Hare Krishna, listen to the words that pour from the mouth of Duryodhana. He is still standing before his teacher, Dronacharya. He is no longer just making a general statement. Now he begins to name names. He points to the specific warriors in the opposition army. He does this not to acknowledge their strength out of respect, but out of desperate needs to show his fear. He is highlighting the threat, trying to make his teacher take it as seriously as he does. His mind, fueled by fear and jealousy, is fixated on the power of the enemy. He cannot see his own strength. He cannot see the vast army he has gathered. All he can see is the perceived power of others. This is the nature of a negative mind. It will always magnify the weakness of the self and the strength of the opposition. This is the verse of jealousy mind. Verse presentation. Bhagavad Gita Chapter 1 Verse 4 Atra Shura Maheshwasa Bhima Arjuna Samayudhi Yuyudhano Viratascha Drupadascha Maharatha. Meaning, in this army there are many valiant archers who fight like Bhima and Arjuna, such as the great warrior Yuyudhan, Virat and Drupad. This verse shows how the ego's fears twists reality. Duryodhana names some of the great warriors, but immediately compares them to Bhima and Arjuna. Even as he tries to highlight their strength, he does so by measuring them against his enemies' best. This constant need to compare is a core function of the ego. It cannot see value in itself. It cannot see strength in its own ranks without first comparing it to the perceived superiority of the opposition. The ego always lives in a state of measurement. It is constantly looking to the other to find its own place, its own growth, its own worth. Duryodhana's might is a might of poverty. Even with a great army, he feels small because he is looking at his enemies through the lens of jealousy. He is not celebrating his own power. He is just highlighting the power of his opponents. The mind's obsessions with comparison. He would say, the moment you compare, you are already miserable. Duryodhana is miserable because his own mind, he says, Bhima Arjuna Sama, equal to Bhim and Arjuna. He has all the great warriors of his own side, like Karna and Bhishma. But his mind is so fixated on his rivals that he must use them as a benchmark for everyone's worth. The ego lives on a scale. It must always be weighing itself against others. It is a bottomless pit of insecurity. Duryodhana's fears is not of the Pandava army. His fear is of his own inner lack. He knows that even with all his power, he is not truly great. And this insecurity manifests as jealousy and constant comparison. The spiritual lesson is a powerful one. Stop comparing yourself to others. The moment we measure our life, our success, our spirituality against someone else, we have already lost. We become victims of our own mind. Like Duryodhana, we might have a great life, a great army of skills and resources. But if we are constantly looking at what others have, we will never feel content. This verse challenges us to find our strength from within, to value our own being without a scale. True freedom comes when you stop seeing others as a threat and start seeing them as fellow travelers. When you stop comparing, you are truly free. Comparison is the poison. The moment you compare, you become a beggar. You lose your own unique individuality. You are a rose. A rose is a rose. A lotus is a lotus. They don't compare. They just bloom. The ego's biggest weakness is that it needs a second person. It cannot be alone. It must compare, complete, and argue. When you realize that I am not this body and you are free of the I, then there is no one else to compare with. You are in your own being. This verse resonates deeply with me. I can see myself in Duryodhana's habit of comparison. How many times have I looked at someone else's success and felt a pang of jealousy? How often have I measured my own life against theirs? I have felt that same sense of inadequacy. The feeling is one of profound empathy of Duryodhana's insecurity. It's a humbling reminder that all the external achievements in the world cannot fill the hole of inner lack. My own work must be to find my own worth, not by looking outside, but by looking inward. The only way to win this inner war is to drop the comparison. He names the names, a list of might, yet fill his words with endless plight. He measures others one by one, and she's a war that can't be won. For a mind that lives in doubts and fear will never know what it holds dear. Next time, we will continue this powerful list. Duryodhana's speech will not just name more warriors. It will also reveal his deepest grudge and his unceasing witness against the Pandavas. The way he speaks will expose the true nature of his hatred. Hare Krishna.